Yeah,
no women, you can't vote. No birth control. Keep it going.
Yeah, no, because it's always freedom without responsibility. And
I
so,
love
like,
it.
the
Women
reason
should not vote. Pearly said it herself.
I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why.
Hey, no one does it better. I'll admit it. Car key under pressure. I'll admit it. Oops, I changed the weather. I'll admit it. Baby, egg roll, what another payroll. Really by my good a lot. Big butt hunger, shot for shot.
Hey.
Yurrr, what's up YouTube? It's Ignorantz YT, aka the Paradox, aka pretty much whatever you wanna call me. And yeah, welcome back to another YouTube video. So I was watching the goats, Abba and Preach, and they ended up stumbling upon this video of a red pill content creator, Just Pearly Things. And in said clip, Just Pearly Things appears to have the belief that women should not have the ability to vote. Now, before I finished watching their video, I decided I'd want to give my take first on this channel. That way I have an unbiased opinion based off of whatever they say first. So all credits go to Abba and Preach for kind of just letting me know about this. If you want to go hop over to their channel, show them some love, that would be amazing. So I would not know about this if it wasn't for them. So let's do the usual. Play, pause, pause. Rewind, and yeah, let's go get into the video. Hey, whoa, where do you think you're going? Before we get into the video, I'm gonna need you to subscribe. Also, while you're down there, why don't you click the like button? It's free, and it's better for me and you. That way, you can support me, and I get to make more videos, better content. You don't gotta do much else. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
That started to cause the decline of relationships in the West. So it's like, you could say no fault divorce, but then I would also argue that birth control contributed. I would argue that the beginning of feminism, I don't believe in first wave, second wave, third wave. I think there's multiple things, but I would say before it was more fair. Does that make sense?
Okay, so we'll stay in your lane.
Yeah.
I love what you brought up because no fault divorce in 1970s changed everything.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting the name of the birth control. Is it en void or en void in 1950s? I forgot the name of the first birth control in 1950s. It changed the whole entire game, right? But you primarily said the system today is broken to not benefit men.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And so my argument is that if you had a community of guys who are investing all their money, all their energy, we're getting into law, we're supporting these people, we're putting these people on our platform, and we're putting these champions who are going to go into Congress and going to go into local places.
That's a good idea. You should do that.
No, let's stop. Let's stop right here.
Yeah.
You said it was a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't those people doing it? Because you're the one who told me they believe the system is broken. That's what you told me. So therefore, if they believe it's broken, why are they not doing everything in the power to fix the system?
Well, I think from their point of view, it's more powerful for men to walk away because women need an incentive for the laws to change.
Okay.
So if men walk away from relationships, I mean, I could think of 10 girls off the top of my head that are mad because they won't get a ring.
Okay. So here's the reality.
Yeah.
Do you really believe? Do you I'm talking about solutions here.
Yeah.
So,
I always find it so hilarious that the whole point of the red pill thing is reality. They're all stuck in with this idea of reality. They can't let it go. Everything's reality, this, reality, that. When their entire ideology is based off of a fictional movie. I really just don't understand it.
So you're saying the better solution is for men to walk away from relationships. That's a better solution for society.
No, that's not my point of view. I said I think that's a lot of their point of view.
But you know red pill more than I do. You're the one that teaching me earlier.
I'm saying that's their point of view.
Who's there?
I would say that's the MGTOW group.
Okay, the MGTOW.
Yeah, the MGTOW.
So do you believe that's a good solution?
Do I believe that's a good solution? It could be. I don't know. I'm not claiming I have all the answers.
Of course you don't have all the answers. We're just talking about
so I have a couple solutions. I have a couple ideas. I'll tell you. The first idea I have, I'm going to start a wife school.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're going to turn 304s into wives.
Let's stop.
That's my first idea.
Can we stop right there?
Okay.
You want to go through all the ideas?
You asked me. I'll tell you.
I want to talk about that one. Don't forget that one. I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, sorry if the commentary is low. I'm just trying to gather context behind why she is bringing up the fact that women can't vote, or not can't vote, shouldn't vote.
I got you.
We're having fun, guys.
My second idea is I'd like to run for an office someday because I feel in order the laws to change for men, women have to do it. So
I love it.
And if this was Pearl's world, I'd get rid of birth control. I'd ban it, but that'll never happen.
A lot of men won't like that. A lot of the men, that's my guy right here. He said, "Hell no!" He said, "I'm gonna get rid of that, baby."
Yeah, if this is Pearl's world, I'd ban birth control. I think that's the.
Yeah. My thoughts on birth control. I find it so weird that everybody has such strong ideas on birth control. This is probably gonna sound mad stupid, and I can acknowledge that. But you pretty much just kind of gotta let people do what they're gonna do. Like, there's no stopping them. Like, whether or not they want to be responsible or irresponsible is always gonna be up to them.
The root of all evil. And I'd actually go further.
Wait, hold on,
what? I think
Don't get rid of that, baby.
yeah, if this is Pearl's world, I'd ban birth control. I think that's the root of all evil. And I'd actually...
okay. She thinks birth. I would be curious. I'd want her to elaborate. What about birth control is the root of all evil? It doesn't. I think the general consensus is that, like, yeah, sorry. I believe the general consensus is that, like, greed, hatred, stuff like that is the root of all evil. Not pretty much people just not wanting to have babies. I think that's such a weird thing to say.
Actually go further. I'd go further.
Go ahead.
But
say
I'm kind of
say
extreme.
It. Say it.
I
Say
don't think women should vote.
Huh?
I don't think women should vote.
Lord Jesus, keep on going.
All right. Okay. There it goes. If I had to be honest, right, I really hate this word so goddamn much. But she really feels like a pick-me. Like, she really feels like she just really wants to fit in with the red pill crowd, and it really is embarrassing to even look at and be like, yeah, I don't think women should vote. I think birth control is the root of all evil. Like, I think it's just weird, and I don't like the dynamic between either one of these people. They both seem odd. These are some odd individuals. There's some very, very weird energy between the two of them. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, there you go. She said she doesn't believe women should be able to vote. And yeah, I'm open to hearing her opinion on this. So let's hear it.
Yeah, that's
no,
it.
Women, you can't vote. No birth control. Keep it going.
No, because it's always freedom without responsibility. And
I
so,
love
like,
it.
the
Women
reason
should not vote.
No,
Pearly said it herself.
I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. Because it was freedom without responsibility. And before women, like I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power.
So her whole point is women shouldn't be able to vote because they have the freedom to vote without, what did she say, accountability or responsibility? Are women unable to be responsible? Is that what she's getting at? Humans in general have the inability to be responsible in certain circumstances. I wouldn't really say that that's a woman's issue.
You guys get drafted. We don't. Women decide elections. We're 55% of the shit crazy, and like I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't. Women decide elections. We're 55% of the population. I think if we want to vote, equally draft us. Y'all want equality, and personally, I don't want to get drafted, so I'll be in the kitchen.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to run that back. That's mad.
I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. Because it was freedom without responsibility. And before women, like I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't. Women decide elections. We're 55% of the population. I think if we want to vote, equally draft us. Y'all want equality, and personally, I don't want to get drafted, so I'll be in the kitchen.
Oh God, this lady's an idiot. I don't want to say she's an idiot. So correct me if I'm wrong, and granted, I could be reading this incredibly wrong. Women shouldn't have the freedom to vote because they don't have the ability to take responsibility for the consequences of their actions, such as voting a person into power or voting on policies that would be seen as bad from her point of view, whereas men would hold the person that they're voting for accountable. That doesn't really make any sense. I could be reading that completely wrong. I could completely misunderstand her, and I could be missing her entire point. Women not being drafted is also an idiotic equivalence to compare voting to. Like, oh, women don't get drafted, so they shouldn't. Being drafted is not the only thing that I want to say matters, if that makes sense. Let's say, hypothetically, there is a bill, even though she agrees, I wouldn't say agrees, even though she believes that birth control is the root of all evil, which is idiotic in and of itself. Let's say hypothetically there was a law that was like, women have to have babies no matter what. or like you're just making up a law that specifically affects women only instead of men. She would say that women are unable to vote on that law. Women must pay more taxes than men on every item just because they're a woman, like a woman tax. Well, women are not allowed to vote on that because women and responsibility. I think that's interesting.
She said, "Women, no voting. Let's go. I want more solutions. Keep it going, bro."
Yeah. This is my world. That'll never happen. Though.
Hey, why is Buddy so? I don't know. Some rubs me the wrong way about this dude. He
And personally, I don't want to get drafted, so I'll be in the kitchen.
She said, "Women, no voting. Let's go. I want more solutions. Keep it going, bro."
Yeah. This is my world.
I know it's probably also this is a me thing. I know it's probably a joke, but she's really playing into the women belong in the kitchen stereotype.
It'll never happen though.
Keep it going. I love this.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
you wanted to start with wife school?
let's start with wife school. Man, we've gotten so deep in the conversation. I'm really excited. I hope
Yeah.
you have a lot of time today because I really want to dive into everything that you want to go to.
Yeah.
Here is, I'm being honest with you, bro.
Uh-huh.
Here is my only criticism of
Uh-huh.
female content creators such as yourself.
Okay.
If I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't want to ever say anything behind your back, which I won't say to your face. I feel like you guys are pandering. I feel like you guys are pandering to a certain.
Okay, so interesting. Seems like I somewhat agree with him. Not on all female creators. Okay, let me preface this by saying it's not all female creators. Her specifically. I can't really name any other female content creators that I'm like, oh yeah, they're pandering. So his is a generalization and mine is like a specification, if that makes sense.
Female content creators such as yourself.
Okay.
If I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't want to ever say anything behind your back, which I won't say to your face. I feel like you guys are pandering. I feel like you guys are pandering to a certain community of men who freaking like. It's Pornhub, OnlyFans, Red Pill female content creators are all that gets them going. That gets them excited, right? So
that is such a weird. Yo, you got Pornhub, you got OnlyFans, and then commentary on how to live your life. How does that make any sense? So would he be saying that the only reason why people would make... Is he saying that fans of female content creators would only be fans of those content creators because they're female and they put them in the same category as just any other kind of sexual entertainment?
Really makes you think.
That's interesting.
I'm on the same OnlyFans?
No, I didn't say no.
Okay, I'm slightly
Pornhub,
below it.
slightly got.
Wow, thank God.
You can't compete with them. I'm sorry. You can't compete with them.
Okay.
So
where would...
Okay. I don't know if that's just me that feels slightly misogynistic, and I hate how overused that word is. That just feels slightly misogynistic. If I had to say something, if I had to say so.
So the OnlyFans,
the Pornhub is number one.
That's a 10. Like on like 1 to
yes,
10. And then where did the OnlyFans?
Depending on what she's doing on OnlyFans, it can go for anywhere from 9.5 to 8.
Okay, so let's do 8. So then where do we fall?
I would say the men love your content so much, it'd probably be about 7.
A 7?
Yeah,
okay.
about a 7.
Okay. So you said pandering, so you think I don't actually believe any of this?
No.
Because when I hear pandering, I look that up because people say that a lot.
Yeah.
And it basically means you just say things because you don't believe it and you just want the...
So if I want to clarify, I said if I said, because memory's a bad recollection at times. If I said you are pandering, I was wrong.
Okay.
I feel like at times content creators, I didn't say you.
Okay.
Content creators like those pander.
Well, there's only a couple in the space, in the red pill space, that are women.
Okay, so it's not about red pill though.
Yeah. No. Okay.
So to me, let me give you an example.
Okay.
I genuinely believe that there is a lot of nuance to your ideas. I genuinely do not believe you share all your nuance online. I genuinely believe you're an extremely smart content creator. I genuinely believe you understand what gets clicks, views, X, Y, and Z. I genuinely believe that you're an individual who's very calculating what you say and what you do. So therefore,
I was coached by you.
Listen, that's why it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
It breaks your heart.
It really does.
All right. Well, I'm done with this this right here. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video where I go over the entire podcast. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to see the context behind why she even believed that women shouldn't be able to vote. This is very interesting. I really don't like red pill content. I don't want this channel to just turn into criticizing red pill content creators, because if I'm being honest, I really don't care. I struggle to, like, I feel like everybody thinks what everybody else's ideas on dating are idiotic. Meaning, what I mean by that is somebody may look at how somebody decides to date and be like, oh, that's unhealthy. Or they'll be like, oh, that's idiotic. Me personally, if somebody would say, me personally, I'd never date a fat person. Somebody say, me personally, I never date a skinny person. Some people would say, me personally, I never date a black person. Some people say, me personally, I never date an Asian. So the whole red pill content revolving around dating, I find insane. I find it to be a huge waste of time. Because at the end of the day, people are going to date what they're going to date. People are going to have opinions, and people are going to not necessarily fall into every bracket. I find the red pill content space to be insanely hypocritical. They criticize women for wanting a man that's 6 feet tall with a six-pack and wanting 6 figures, but they can also be like, oh yeah, my woman's got to do this, this, and this, otherwise we're not dating. And granted, preferences are, well, your preference, and you don't have to do what you don't want to do. You don't have to date who you don't want to date, but it's a little bit interesting when you be like, oh, don't ask for this, but I'm asking for this. So let me know if that's idiotic of me to say that. Let me know if I'm being ignorant. Yeah, I'm just done. I really am at a loss for words. I'm struggling so hard to try and come up with something to say after watching this. It really does feel like she's pandering. Granted, she's like, she's saying that she does believe what she's saying. I believe that she believes what she's saying to a certain extent. I don't know if she's being hyperbolic. I would love for her to say whether or not she's being hyperbolic. If she's not being hyperbolic, then, well, she really is just a pick-me. That's what it seems like she is. This dude right here is a freaking weirdo. I don't like his energy. How about, okay, let me say this. I don't think he's a weirdo. Let me not be disrespectful. He gives off weird energy, right? If my impression of this dude, Hafiz, I think he's somewhat misogynistic in his generalization of female content creators. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me, because all I care about is your opinions. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.